You know, my childhood got me right here. See, when I was a little girl, my mama told me if I got on A's, she would take me to Mr. Benjamin's store to find a watch. So I went to Mr. Benjamin's store, and he immediately just started showing me watches and watches. But then a man walked in. And as this man walked in, Mr. Benjamin wanted me out of that store, I tell you. It was because I was black. And Mr. Benjamin didn't want this man to see him being so kind and what have you to me. But, Mr. Benjamin forgot I had that watch. And I was mad. So I decided I wasn't going to give it back to him right there. No. I walked all the way to the door. Then I yelled back. I didn't give it to him. That'll teach him. Treat me like that because this other man walked in. He just made me feel like I was nothing. Not anymore.
According to author and Dr. Derek Marlin, tricksters are always engaging, even when they're harmful or dangerous. We admire the trickster. We see them as male, charming, and relying on some form of disguise. But what happens when the irresistible trickster is an 83-year-old Black American woman? Doris Payne is a world-renowned jewelry thief who, at the age of 13, had created for herself a lifestyle in which she had control and power. Born in an era in which members of the Black community, specifically women, had no status or significance, she pushed the boundaries, making a name for herself and challenging our definition of the trickster. The Life and Crimes of Doris Payne by Kirk Mercolini and Michael Todd.
I was born in Slab Forks, Virginia, in a coal mining camp, to a black father and a Turkish mom. My father used to say that my mother was so beautiful, he did not deserve a woman as beautiful as she was. So, anyways, one day, I took a bus to Pittsburgh. I'd been there before and I knew I could be successful. I got there and I stole my very first diamonds. No, I didn't think of myself as a thief. No. I thought I was smart. I got this and I sold it. The only difference was I wasn't going to give it back. Oh. You know, in the back of my mind, I shouldn't tell you that. Well, in the back of my mind, once the race thing set in, it was punishment. It was. Like I was saying, take that. When I first started doing this, it was so easy to do. Impossible to get caught at. I would get them so fast I didn't know what to do with them. You know, I couldn't go from store to store asking them what I had now, could I? Oh. But now I'm here, right here, in this filthy cell, with these goddamn chains, because I've been accused of walking out of Macy's department store with a diamond, carat and a half, worth $8,000. But see, back in my day, my methodology of stealing took me places. New York, Milan, London. I didn't have to have a destination in mind as long as I was moving. You know, once I had on this white uniform. I was a nurse, you know. I had this white girl with me. Judy was her name. Judy. Now Judy wasn't no thief, but she looked real rich when she fixed herself up. So I used her as part of the program in the store. Now Judy picked up this cane that I bought her, and she walked like this with this cane. It's all right. No, I'd forgotten. No, it wasn't about the money. It was about the challenge. The finer the store, the bigger the challenge. Now, this woman says that I have no moral fiber. My being a thief has nothing to do with my moral fiber. It has to do with my behavior. She said I had a shoulder length afro. I never worn an afro in my life. I'm not the perp, and my lawyer is gonna stick with that. You watch. Damn straight. I only have a duty to my lawyer to be very honest, and her duty to me is to do the very best with what she got, and she got a good case to work with. Yes, sir. Good case. That's because there is no case. I just don't see the logic in saying I did something that I didn't do. You know, I've been a thief much longer than most people know about, and I pride myself on the fact that I was woman, black, and did it. But now, I'm too old for this. Too tired. It's about my freedom. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Gotcha. Now this about my